Okay, as of 12/16/2025, we're going to take a look at what they have available on Marketplace with C3s. Now, I'm kind of partial to the chrome bumper cars, but the 74 C3, uh, I like that one because even though it has urethane on the front and the rear, it was the first year of the urethane on the front and the year, blah, blah, blah. Um, but they split the rear bumper, and I thought that was interesting. They didn't do that in '75. That was the only year they did that, and I kind of liked it. And I remember when the urethane bumper cars began to come out, and well, of course, '73 was the first year for the front bumper being urethane, and then '74 and on, front and rear. But I remember when guys were taking their earlier model C3s, and they were putting the front end of the 73 on those cars. I don't know how many people did that, but I know that people were doing that. And at that time, it was cool because people wanted to have that new look, the look of the 73. So some guys did that to their cars. I personally wouldn't have if I was, owned one at that time. But anyway, I'm more partial to the chrome bumper car. So we're going to take a look at some of the stuff as of 12/16, what they have available on Marketplace. And I'm going to start. Now, the 77s, I'm going to tell you what, before I go on, after 74, I don't really like the C3s anymore. I'm not interested in it. But I guess for the sake of this video, we'll look at a few things. So here, let's see. This one here is $10,000. A 1977 two-door coupe. Now it looks good in the pictures, and I'm gonna tell you, most old Corvettes do look good in the pictures. It's when you actually look at them in person that you see all the flaws. So I'm sure, unless this is a fresh respray, it's got some flaws on it. Chips, spider cracking, all that kind of stuff. Fiberglass body. That's what you get. But anyway, it's a nice looking 77. Nothing I'd be interested in. $10,000, 83,500 miles, manual transmission. Take a look at the interior there. Four speed. Seats are in okay condition. Okay. Carpet looks to be in okay condition. Not bad looking. Uh, the doors are metal, and I guess you can see here there's something going on down there. I don't know if it's rust. And let's see some more pictures of it. Nice looking paint job in the photos. Uh, I don't know. It's not something I'd really be interested in, but 10 grand, for someone who's never owned a C3 that wants it and likes the look of that car, I don't think that's a bad price. Let's take a look at something else. I'm not going to go all the way through the list of every car. Let's take a look at this 71, 16.5. I think that's a good price, but we'll dive in a little deeper here. Brook Park, Ohio. It's got 108,000 miles on the car. Okay, right away, you can see the fading on the front end of the car. The hood's misaligned. Uh, Scratches here that are evident even in photos. Okay, it's got the 350-270. Now, these valve cover gaskets are not the stock valve cover gaskets, so somebody put those on there. It's missing the radiator shroud, and I don't know what this business is over here. Of course, the wires have been replaced, and they did not use the heat shielding or anything, and they just ran the wires any which way they wanted to, and so that's probably why it's 16. Nice looking from that angle in a photo. I guarantee you there's spider crackings, chips, and everything all over this car. Nice stance. Love the stance. Love the way the car looks. That's actually the color of my car. Well, the original color of my car, burnt hatch green. And really nice from that angle. And again, you can see all the cracking and chipping on the front there. but the car seems to all be there. It's an automatic. It's got three owners. Let's see, does it have the tilt telescopic? I can't tell. Looks like, yeah, it's the tilt telescopic wheel. And again, I don't know what this plastic business is going on over here. Yeah. So another look at the engine here. Yeah, you definitely want to I mean, put that shroud on. And I don't know, that fan looks kind of tall. Maybe it's because the shroud's not on there, and then it's missing the insulation that goes in there. So it's probably missing the insulation all over that. And here's a shot of the interior. It does have the deluxe interior leather. Seats are a bit worn and probably about to crack, if not already cracked. I see some rubbing through here. Can't get a really good look at that driver's seat. And I don't know what's going on here. It looks like some tear in the carpet. Really dirty carpet. I mean, he's selling the car. He could at least cleaned up the interior. Let's see here. Automatic transmission, 108,000 miles, and three owners. Uh, I don't know. 16 on that. Uh, I don't know. It's probably a running car. See what he says about it here. Seller's description: 71 Corvette, 350, 270, auto numbers matching, original AC car, Brands Hatch green, factory custom interior option, dark saddle leather. This was the only way to get this color combination for 71, same as color. And that's what he, and, oh, okay. There's more. All right, mostly original car. Paint is combination of cracked up original lacquer, poorly done spot touch ups, needs complete refinish. Interior, um, wood accents are cracked, need redone carpet. All right, so this is something that you might want to pick up as a daily driver. Not that you would drive it daily, but something to knock around in, just to say I got a C3 Corvette, and you can rip up the road in it. Let me see. He does have newer brakes and good tires on it. Rear spring links and rear shocks are new. New plugs, as we could see by the spaghetti that he had uh, in the engine compartment there. Let me see. The headlights pop up fine. Wiper door won't raise. That's a vacuum problem. Wipers not working. Oil temperature gauge is not connected. Underneath the barricades are super solid. I bought it like this. Didn't want to worry about a scratch on here and there to just enjoy it. I could play around with it and fixing. Okay, so this is a nice little project car. Um, 16. Uh, I don't know if I'd be interested in it for 16. Maybe I'd pay 12 for that. I don't know. I'd have to really get there and see it, but for anyone who's looking, for an expensive project, here's one for you. All right, let's look at this one. There's another 71 Corvette and four speed, power windows. There goes the infamous dice hanging from the mirror. Okay, let's see here. Let's talk about this here. All right, 71. It's got power windows and brakes and tilt and telescopic column, newer style rack and pinion steering, 354 bolt main block. You got 202 heads on here, so he's done some work. 780 carb, Muncie 4-speed M21, and 373 posi rear end. Originals, numbers, and matching. We'll go with the car. Hold on, what am I doing here? Oopsie. All right, let's get that back. All right. Okay. What's 45 for this car? It was a ground up restoration. It's my grandfather's car, not mine. Okay. And he has all the OEM parts to revert it back to stock, which I don't know why guys do that stuff to cars. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of like a purist where it comes to, the way the car was made. I mean, I have, like, for instance, with my C3, I have plenty of opportunity. I could, hop it up, make it fast and all that kind of stuff. Not interested in that really, though. Uh, I like what GM did with the different Corvettes, offering them in the 350, the 454 or earlier years 427. And I think that the car should stay pure to that. So uh, I'm not really interested in hopping it up because I'm not going to be racing it. And if I want to go fast in it, look, the 270 horsepower 350 is quick. That's a quick car. It's not slow by any means. I know by today's standards, it could be considered slow, but it's not a slow car by any means at all. It's got lots of torque. The thing will burn rubber completely down the street. Grab second gear and it'll still burn rubber. That's the 270 horsepower. So, I don't, you know, I'm just not into anymore because I've had other Corvettes that I've dumped tons of money into, hopping them up, and to what avail? I don't have those cars anymore. I've sold them all, and what did it really get me? Nothing. So again, I just like it pure. So let's get back to this one. 39,000. Okay, he was asking 45, but he slashed that, and now it's 39,000. Okay, I mean it's an attractive car. Take a look at that. It's like a nice new paint job on there. It's got those really cool side pipes. I don't know if they're connected to headers or not. It's really good looking. 39,000. I don't know. It's up to you. I always say a car is only worth what somebody is willing to pay for it. That's my personal opinion. If I'm not willing to pay 39 for this, then it's not worth 39. At least not to me. Okay, it does have the tilt telescopic and the infamous dice. Uh, Carpet shows somewhere. Seats are showing somewhere. I mean, the outside looks great. The interior, it's good, but it kind of, shows some age. Looks aged. Okay, here's a better look at the engine compartment. Let's see what we got here. Uh, I think that is a header right there. I can't see it clearly. So I think he does have headers on there. See if he's got a better picture. Yes, he does have headers. So those headers go into those side pipes. It's got the early model shroud on the 71. That's off of like a 69. And my 71 doesn't even have a coolant reservoir. So he must have added that. And I noticed over here the windshield washer bottle. Now on a 71, the windshield washer bottle is down here. It's underneath this fender right here. So I don't know what's going on. He made some modifications. And then there's the infamous spaghetti, which I hate. I like for, cars, especially if you're going to be selling it for $39,000. That car should have the shielding, wire shielding on it. And, to see that spaghetti, that's like an immediate turn off to me. But to someone, this might be worth 39 grand. I mean, it's a nice looking car. Interior looks nice. Not perfect, but nice. Clean. From the outside, it's a beautiful car. Beautiful car. But again, there's little things that bug me about when people modify stuff. They just don't pay attention to detail, and they don't, they're not neat about it. So for me, I don't think I'd pay 39 for that. I would like it at maybe 25, but not 39. Let's take a look at something else. Okay, so we've seen all the pictures of that. Let's go back. And there goes some urethane bumper car, 77. We looked at that 77, so I'll bypass that. All right, now here's a 74 for 12. Let's see what this is. It's an automatic, 47,000 miles, gray. No significant damage or has clean title. There's nothing in the description. Okay, here it is. Hard to find vehicle, a lot of new parts. Check us out at Compact Cars of Pittsburgh. All right, let's see what they show us. All right away, I'm noticing that this gap right here in the front bumper. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. I mean, if I'm paying 12 grand for this car, I'm not living with that. You know what I mean? I want that right. And you can see, yeah, there's something going on with that that I don't like for 12 grand. Okay, just showing the body. I'm seeing a gap too in the rear. And let's see if I can zoom in on this because I'm not seeing that split in the bumper. Let's see if I can zoom in. Hold on, let me zoom in this way. Is that option to zoom in? I have a zoom option on here. Okay, well, let's take a closer look. I think I might see a line right there. Yeah, and it is a 74 bumper. And plus, it doesn't have the little bumperettes on the bottom here. So, yeah, it's a 74. See if I can zoom in on this. Why am I not finding? Okay, there's my zoom. Okay, I got a 200, but it won't zoom the photo. It's zooming the page, but it's not zooming the photo. I don't understand why not. All right, forget it. So let's see here. Okay, there's a better picture. Shows it right there. And then you got this gap going on here and on here. And you can see that the color's different. So over the years, something happened with that. That might be off of a 74, but I don't think it's the original bumper for that car. And if it is, and there was some damage done, or perhaps, I don't know, these urethane bumpers, they warp, and that's what you got there, some warping. Interior looks pretty nice. Rust right here on the door handle, which means water got in, and a tear on the seat here. And I'm seeing more rust stain on the seat belt. So there's been water getting in there. And what does that mean for the bird cage? Okay, door looks good. I think that's a little split there. Yep, and a tear and a split there. And then this is warping out here. And you're seeing some rust there. And that water runs down. That seal down into the bottom area here where that portion of the bird cage is. That's where it all sits at and rusts you out. I don't know, 12 grand. And here we go with the infamous spaghetti again. So, yeah, I mean, people fool around with these cars and they don't put them back right. And if you buy it, it's up to you to do it. If you're a guy that wants to restore a car, okay, that's all right then. You know, if you're a guy that, uh, just wants your car period correct, you're gonna have to change all that, fix it all, make it right. Nothing that I'd be interested at 12,000. I would say 8 maybe for this car, but I would not pay 12. And again, like I said earlier, it's only worth what someone's willing to pay. And to me, it's not worth that. So let's see what we got here. 75. Not interested in these. You got one for 8 grand here, 75. There's a 77 for 75. Let's take a look at that. Looks good. The paint job, headlights are up, but do they go down? That's one sign when a guy shows you the car and the headlights are up. I don't know what they're trying to show you. Okay, they do go down. There you go. That's something, I don't know if that's light or if that is like a reflection or something on the front there. Like something going on with the hood there. 75. I think this is a good price from what I'm seeing. Okay, it doesn't have any pictures of the engine or anything. 75. If I was after a 77, I might go and take a look at that one right there. Okay, let's see here. We have this one, a 75 for 21. Now, I'm not, again, interested in 75s, and I see already that this guy has taken a, what is this, an 80 front end and put it on here. Okay, let's watch his little video. There's not any sound on that. Hold on. Nice. I don't think that's the original Keller. It's pretty straight. And, he puts this 80 front end on here. Oh, headlight gate doesn't look like it's closing all the way. What's he want for this 21.9? This car's been tampered with. Although the interior looks very clean, it is not a tilt column. Automatic, 47,000 miles, two owners. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see. I like to see that heat shielding for the spark plug wires. Goes through those little grommets and it's wired. It goes underneath. Uh huh. Looks correct. Another nice picture. Attractive car, nice angle. Paint job looks good. Don't like what he's done with that bumper. He should have kept the original on there. Okay. 21. No, not for me. Not for me. Okay, later models. An 80 for 12. I don't like the 80s. I don't like the interiors. I don't like what they did with that. Um, I do kind of like the stance, the way it looks through the front. This one has 34,000 miles and wants 12 grand for it. And of course, these cars are really underpowered, really underpowered. Uh, it looks okay, in the pictures, but I guarantee you, you get close to that car and you're going to see like tons of flaws. I can already see a bunch of stuff going on here on the rear bumper. See how faded the interior is. All right, not bad, not bad. I don't like the dashboard of the 80s. I like the old style dashboard. I mean, the seats are okay. I like these seats. I wouldn't particularly. I wouldn't put one. I wouldn't put those seats in my car. I like, of course, the stock seats that are in the car, but I do like what they did with the seats in 1980. It's got a little more. You're sitting in it. It's got some bolstering, to keep you in place, unlike the seats that are in the 68 through 72 or 74. I can't remember exactly how long. Well, they use those seats all the way through what 77 or something. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. Uh, let's see here. Yeah, this dashboard, I just do not like that. That the way they squared it off like that. I don't like that. And remember, back in 1980, that's another thing. The cars, the speedometer only went up to 85 miles per hour. I think they did that in 79 and 80. I'm not 100% sure if it went any longer than that, but I remember 79 and 80, they had these 85 mile an hour speedometers. Uh, I guess it's a classic car, but it's not something I'd be interested in. Again, I'm not interested in the later model. So let me see if I can find something chrome bumper here. You'll notice that these urethane bumper cars, they'll be priced a whole lot lower than the chrome bumper cars. You'll notice that you'll see, okay, this one here is what, a 75 and one's 21. I think that's overpriced, but I mean, I'd have to look at the car to really know for sure. 7 grand, that's about right. 18, there better be something special about that 79 for 18, because I wouldn't be interested in it. And 13 for this 80. Again, I don't really like the 80s. 13, maybe that's something someone would be willing to buy. I particularly wouldn't I wouldn't buy it at 10 because I don't like them. Yeah, so you see the prices are a bit lower. Here's something here. It's a 78 for $11,000. I really don't like what this guy did with this car. He takes a Trans Am scoop, and puts it on here. Before I go to the video, hold on. Let's go to the video. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what this mess is here. Some kind of camo or whatever, and that Trans Am hood scoop. Oh, that's a no-no. And he deleted the headlights, put this stripe on here. That's a wrap, of course. And I don't know what was on his mind. Maybe he thought that looked great. I mean, that can come off and you can respray the car, but that's butt ugly if you ask me. That's a bubba. That's a bubba wrap. Bubba wrap. Remember bubba wrap? Interior, automatic. I mean, it's not all ripped up or anything. 39,000 miles automatic. He says he's only selling it because we don't drive it anymore. Yeah, I'd be embarrassed to drive it too. Um, Runs amazing and sounds really good. I'll give him that. Has 350 small block V8 with side exhaust, chrome rider rims, a custom vinyl wrap. Yeah, custom, all right. And I'm not accustomed to that custom, but anyway, a retro mod style Bluetooth radio. It's pretty cool. Shaved door handles. Ah, that's another thing. Shaved door handles. Uh, so it opens from the key fob. All right. Now that's bound to break at some point. I want to be able to open my car door. I don't want something that I got to rely on the key fob that I lose or break or something, that is going to prevent me from getting inside the car. No, give me the old school handles, click, uh, open it up and close it. That's what I'm all about. Anyway, fair. This is very fun car to drive around. Very reliable. All it needs is a transmission pan gasket. Yeah, very reliable. Nothing wrong with the transmission. Just needs the gasket because we don't drive the car anymore. I won't be driving it at all. As a matter of fact, we'll go to the next picture here. Interior carpet looks like. Let me go back here. I see some stuff going on with the carpet, like fading and ripping right there. And what does he want for this car again? 12 grand or something. Tilt telescopic wheel. Yeah, I don't know. Not me. 11 grand. Not my cup of tea. Okay, but as you can see, the prices are with the chrome bumper cars. Now here's a 68 that somebody did something stupid to. Now I remember this was cool back in the day. I remember it when I was a kid, younger, in my teens, and I'd see cars like this. Guys that, put these I don't know what that's part of the Mako shark look or something. Some guys did the whole front end, they flared this up and the fenders up and did the Mako shark thing. Didn't like it and don't like it now. And I don't like what's done with the headlights here either. 15 grand for this 68. Now that might be reasonable because of the damage he's done to this car, in my opinion. And I know it's a custom mod, but to me, I call it damage because that's what it looks like. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I don't, I don't like the look of it. I like the flip up headlights. I'm sorry. I mean, but you might disagree with me. You might like that. And if you like it, guess what? $15,000. It could be in your driveway tonight. Okay, let's see. Looks like a nice paint job on the car. The tires look really good. I see a misalignment here uh, in the front. I forget what that's called. The grill trim. See, it's a slight misalignment there, so may have been some damage. I mean, with white in a photograph, it's hard to really pick out the flaws. Really hard to pick out the flaws. Uh, It may be one or two minor, but it's a good looking car. Good looking car. I just don't like this business here. I just don't like it. Okay, nice looking car. Not seeing any damage. It is a respray. For some reason, this is lifted. The drainage vent. Now when you get to the interior, this is what kills me. I know these seats are ripped to bits. You wouldn't have these covers, these old ugly seat covers. Looks like a canvas bag or something that after he emptied all the potatoes out of it, he put it on the seat because it was all ripped up. And I don't know if these are mouse droppings or he eats crackers in the car. But uh, you present the outside of the car to us, and it's like all white and beautiful and everything, and then you open up the door and, huh, fooled ya. There's a big crack right here too. So yeah, this has not been well cared for. Uh, okay, so I guess I'm gonna go on without the video because my camera just shut off. So let's see here. Yeah, you can see marks and stuff on the inside fading. Yeah, it doesn't look like it was cared for too much on the interior. And something looks bad on the inside, and they only get, it's like putting lipstick on a pig. 15 gram for a 68. I'm not concerned about surface crust or anything like that. That's not a big deal. It's the rust, corrosion that you really want to look for. But you're going to need to update that exhaust for sure. Okay, he's showing you some areas of the car where. Okay. All right. Here's the business end. Here we have spaghetti. Once again, spaghetti. Now, see that other one we looked at earlier? I think it was the 71. It had this tank right here. They did that on the 68. I don't know if they actually. I just know on 71, my car didn't come uh, with a coolant tank. It just runs off the radiator, and this isn't the correct radiator, I don't think either. Yeah, I don't know. 64,000 miles. Yep, and that other one, it had the 68 fan shroud. That 71 I was looking at, and you can see. I'm gonna try to find a 71 with the right fan shroud, so you can look at that. But yeah, everything in here looks old and weathered and like a painted up pig. That's what it looks like. So, you really have to go and look at that car going on with it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's recording my system sounds. Not quite sure. But if you can't hear it, it sounded okay. All right, let's take a look at some more. Let's find here's a 73. That's a nice looking 73. All right, looks like he took photos of the car from a photo album, because nothing is really clear. And if he took it from his phone camera, you'd see that, a whole lot better than you're seeing it there. Something I'd have to go look at. 34,000 miles, manual transmission. These are all the pictures he's given us. So we don't see what's going on behind the scenes there. Here's a nice 72 for 28. Notice how the prices start going up when you're looking at the chrome bumper cars. Yeah. Nice house back there, too, by the way. There's Old Glory. Yeah, nice looking car. Looks like a new convertible top. Looks well cared for. I don't know if he doesn't have it snapped down or what, but I'm seeing a gap right there. I'm looking. You actually can see inside the car. So I don't know what's going on. Is there something wrong with it or what? 28 grand. That ought to be right. Really attractive car though. And that's the difference with the chrome bumper cars and the urethane bumper cars. I mean, the chrome bumper cars are just, to me, beautiful. Look at that. You just can't beat that. That's an attractive vehicle. 28. Oh, now we're getting down to the business end. Uh-huh. And I can see that it's needs a cleaning. Really needs a cleaning. Carpets are faded. Does have the tilt. I don't know if it's telescopic. It does have the tilt. Automatic. Notice at 160. Not that it'll do it, but at least it says it. 86,000. Oh, that looks good at night, doesn't it? And something is going on with his wiper gate. Like it's up here. I didn't pay attention to previous photos, so let me go back a couple. It might be functioning, it might not be. I see it's a little bit up right there too. Here it looks like it's down. So it's probably functioning. I know that mine when I started, and he could have took the picture like right after he started. Mine's rises up and then it goes back down. So sharp on the outside. And I mean, this picture makes the engine compartment look really good. Now, wait a minute. Let's go back. Okay, yeah, this is the first picture of the engine compartment. Okay, he took time. I noticed that the heat shielding is missing on this side, but he kept it over the distributor. Maybe it's on the other side too. It's a good looking car. 28 grand. I have to look at that to decide whether I want it or not. Now here's a 72 for 35, 72 for 49, 71 for 28. This looks like a big block car. Let's take a look at it. It's got the big block hood. Maybe it's the LT1. 92,000 miles. Main title, very good condition. Well, it's not saying. It's 4-speed. Look at that interior. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That looks nice. Let's see that engine. Okay. We got spaghetti going on here. All right, so it's a modified car. It's not numbers matching, obviously. And so it's a very good condition, great running car. You want somebody else's performance, that's probably a pretty good car to go and look at. Make up your mind if you want to pay 28 for it. And what do we have here? There's a 72 for 27, a 70 for 14. This one's been on marketplace for a while, and I don't like what he's did with this car. He removed the rear bumper, you notice. Uh, he removed the front bumper, and he put those headlights on, but this one has the shield on it. Uh, it's raised up in the rear. I don't like that either. Look at that, how high that sits in the rear. I do not like that. Interior in this photo looks okay. Some kind of cream. It's not tan. These are seat covers. These are replacements. I don't like that steering wheel. It's got like normal, dirt, grime underneath it, headers. Shorter frame looks like it's pretty good. All right, so he's got a 425 horsepower. Was probably like a Chevy 502 or something in here. I don't know. What does he say about it? It's a 400 small block motor. 425 horsepower. He's got the M22. Rock Crusher. Yeah. You see what's going on here? Kind of custom seat covers. I don't like. Oh, and he did the hood where it lifts up like the C4s. Yeah, I don't like when guys customize the car like that. This it's too personal now. It's not something I'd be interested in at all. But if you like it, 14,999, 15 grand, it could be all yours. The 69 for 28, a 73 for 17, a 72 for 41. Prices look pretty strong. Here's a 72 for 19.5. Let's take a look at that. It's cheaper, but you can see it's right away. Uh, it's kind of weathered. It looks great from there. Let's see something close. That's kind of ghost spray in there. And he works on it outside on his own little lift. The L88 hood. You're not really getting good clear photos. Missing the gas lid. Okay, so he's done his little modifications. Now this is the shroud that belongs on the 71. You notice there's no bottle, and this is a later model air conditioning compressor. Yeah, you notice there's no bottle. Mine doesn't have one either. And he's missing the insulation in here. Attention to detail. And of course, the spaghetti. It's even red. Or if it tastes good. Oh, now here we get a better look. Seats are ripped and cracked. This is going to need to be done. Seal, door seal missing. Carpet needs replaced. This door panel needs replaced. Uh, it's pretty normal under there as far as wear and tear, dirt and grime. Yeah, panels need replaced. He wants 20 grand for that. And here's some bubbling in the paint. And look at my car. So there's something missing right there. I got a new gas tank in it. All right, so he's begun the work, and you're going to have to finish it. 19.5. I don't know if I'd be interested in that. 41. We're going to 28.5. That's a 69. So we got a 350, 350 in it. Take a quick little look at it. Got the later model years. What does that come off of? Anyone know? 79, 80, something like that. Nice looking. 28.5. It's got to be straight up complete to me for 28. If you're paying 28, uh, it's got to be straight up complete. And this looks like it looks like these seats were recovered at some time and got old again. And that steering wheel, uh, I'm not one that's down for your personalization. I'd have to pull that immediately and put the proper steering wheel on there. 28.5, I shouldn't be having to do anything to the car. All right, it's got the luggage rack. And the paint looks great. But you're not just buying the paint, you're buying the car. And here we go here again. Vacuum issue. Yep, you notice it's up here. A vacuum issue there. 28.5. You shouldn't want any issues. Nothing. 28.5. All right, take a look at a few other ones. And here's a nice, attractive 71 for 15. Now, that car looks good in this picture. 15, he wants to give it to you. Okay? A lot of guys do that. They put that wing or tail on the back there. They mold it into the body. Nope, nope. Somebody else's modification. It looks great on the outside. Here we go. Look at that. You know, you want to stand up and change the tire? Is that it? I don't know why they do that. Pick the rear ends up like that. New tires, you can see the tag on there, but I mean, come on. Was it air shocks? What's going on there? Yeah, I don't like that. 15 for 15, maybe that'll be worth it. Let's see. Uh, yeah, you can see the interiors are never pretty. Now these seats aren't bad. The dashboard looks like it could use some TLC. Hmm. I think this might be a good deal for 15. I'd immediately change some stuff, that's for sure. Like I'd lower it down. I'd put the original rally wheels on it, and I get rid of that wing on the back. Now something's going on here because you notice the headlights are on, but they're not up. It's got EFI on here and spaghetti, but this time it's blue spaghetti. Never had blue spaghetti before. If I can help myself, I never will. Yeah, don't like it. Don't like it. 15 grand might be worth it. I mean, if I was in a place where I was looking for something that I wanted to work on and make beautiful and run right, I might consider that. There's a nice 74 for. I'm not interested in automatics. And I don't know why guys take pictures of their cars with all kinds of dirt and debris on the interior. I mean, if you're trying to sell something, right, you want to present it the best way you can. You don't want it to look like, you know, some garbage. You're passing it off as a great car and it runs great, right? But you don't clean great. So it is a true 74. You can see the split bumper, 13,000. If I were in the market, I wouldn't be interested in this one because it's an automatic. Uh, that's probably the only reason I wouldn't be interested in it. Engine compartment looks clean. Aha, he kept the shielding. Yes, I like to see that. Um, yeah, I don't know. Something I would consider this car if I were looking to get into a C3. That might be something I'd be looking for. All right, let's kind of wrap this up now. Let me see. We got a 77 for 68, probably the right price. 58 for a 69, a 16 for a 69. I guarantee you this got issues right here. I guarantee you. We'll take a look at this one. All right, first of all, the hood is primered. Looks okay. Uh, it's definitely got modifications that I'm not interested in. Yeah, I don't want to buy someone else's problem. They hot rodded the car. It never runs right, and now they're trying to sell it, but not to me. And yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Oh, here's a beauty right here, 77 for 12. Even 500 for that. Take a quick look. Yeah, I gave 500 and told him to keep it. Let's see here. Uh, yeah, we'll go down. Notice the C2s, the prices really jump up. 62. This is a C1 right here. 45. Look at that. Yeah. And for an 81, 70 for a C1, 62. Yep. Okay. Well, again, as of 12/16/25, this is what we got on Marketplace. And I don't know if you saw anything you like. There's a 73. Wait a minute, it's a 70. It's a 73 74 Corvette. Let's see what this guy's talking about here. All right. Front fiberglass replacement for a 73 74 Corvette. Okay, that's all it is. It's just a front end fiberglass replacement. And he wants 1250 for it. All right, I thought that was the whole car. But I don't know if you guys are seeing anything that you like on here. that you'd be interested in. I saw a couple that I like. Well, I'm going to say like, but a couple that if I were in the market to purchase another C3, there's a 73 right here. I don't believe we looked at this. Okay, it's nice from the rear. Got the side pipes on it. All right, now 73 is the first year that they put this round uh, emblem on the front. Prior to that, it had the what they call the flags, cross flags. 72 and then 73 they did this, but on the rear of the 73 they had the cross flags. I don't know if you're going to get a photo showing that on the gas lid or not. That's an automatic. Interior doesn't look bad, looks clean, like the guy cared about the car. Yeah, see in the rear you get the cross flags. 73 is the only year they did that where they had the cross flags on the gas lid as they did in 72 through 68 through 72. And the front end was the first year for the round emblem. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know how, if you guys are getting bored with me right now in this video, or if you're still as interested as I am. What do you want me to click on, huh? What do you want me to click on? This one here? This one with the flames? 69, 19.5. Drivable. Kind of stuff here. Bubbles. I don't know, like drill holes or something. Chips. Crack. 19.5. I don't know what this mess is here. Oh, those are those fake fiberglass side pipe covers. And he put that I don't know why they put that mold that wing into the body. I don't know why they do that. I hate that. It says this is a 69, but this got a 70 through 72 eight crate grills on the side. So this is a hodgepodge of Corvette parts. And he wants 19.5 for it. And again, there you go. Look at that. I hate when they do that. They ruin the car. Ruin it. All right, so it says it's a 69. And it looks like that's the last time he cleaned the interior. 1969. 19.5, this is hardly worth it. I wouldn't waste my time. I give him, mm, I don't know, 9 for that car. I'd offer 9. And if he didn't take the offer, I'd tell him, well, keep it then. 27,472. What do you guys want me to click on here? Look at all this stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap it up. But that's what we have right now at Marketplace as far as C3s. You notice that the chrome bumper cars are way more expensive than the polyurethane bumper cars, and rightfully so. I think that's when the C3 during the 70s took a dive in quality and appearance. So that's one reason. And just the chrome bumpers are, I don't know, it seems like the cars are better built. They're just, and they're much more attractive and much more desirable. Okay, everyone. Well, I'd like to thank you for sticking with me while I did my little search through Marketplace to look at what's available in the C3 market and what kind of prices we're dealing with. If you saw something you like there, go to Marketplace right now, click on it, and get your C3. All right, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Something, leave it in the comments. But anyway, thanks for watching, and